I ain't done a video for a while about reaction to what I've watched anyway. So I thought I'd do one. And get me, wow, muscles looking big. Anyway, yeah, flipping. What I just finished watching one program on BBC Three called Ross Kemp. What's it called? Ross Kemp. Ross Kemp Extreme World, yeah. And he was in Congo, innit? Some place called Congo in Congo. Like, basically, I'll give you a short brief down of what this show is about. Obviously, Ross Kemp's been doing a lot of videos. I mean, a lot of movies. Well, I won't call it movies. A lot of TV shows back in the day. He used to be Grant from EastEnders, but yeah, he's done a lot of kind of little shows, side shows, obviously to make his money, to get by on the TV in it. But he's done a lot of things to do with like crime and things. Like he done what did he used to have something called Ross Kemp on gangs, and he went around the world and he would talk about like gangs all over the place. And like he went to some prison in I think it was Brazil, and there was some gang called the 20. Well, I know I've heard of the 28s from England. 28s, get me, dad's friends and area bricks and gangsters. You get me, but he was talking about 28s and 27s in it one time, which was in Brazil. But anyway, to the subject that happened today. Basically, he was talking about and basically showing you Goma, this place in I think it's Rwanda, and talking about the Hutus and the Tutsis, which I kind of knew something about that subject from back in the day because I watched a movie called Hotel Rwanda. Sad movie, made me cry, but obviously these were true events that happened. But basically, this show came on today, and it's recent. Obviously, it was recently filmed, so it's basically showing you that things are still going on. You get what I'm saying? And it's just sad, like basically the things that were going on. Girls are getting like child army, and a lot of the women are getting raped in the child army. Well, no, a lot of the like basically they recruit the kids and they send the kids to like take things from villages, and this calls terrorize the village and all this madness. Go and rape the girls and do madness, chop off people's arms, chop off people's limbs, blow people up, obviously kill people. But the way they're doing it, they're not just shooting people, they're doing some mad things like yeah, chopping off their arms, cutting off the girl's private parts, cutting off the man's private parts, gouging out people's eyes, cutting off people's ears, telling a man to go and rape his own daughter, and if he doesn't do it, then they're going to kill them. But after certain people that have done it anyway, they still go and kill them, and it's just mad, bruv. You know, when you just think to yourself like, rah, why? Okay, fair enough, that's the world we live in, but why is it like that? Do you understand what I mean? Like, why is it like that? And it's sad because it makes you think sometimes is there no hope. I've been quite a nice guy for most of my life. Now I don't really talk to much people because the amount of people that's hurt me in the past, I've just learned the safest way is to most of the time be by myself, to be honest. You get what I'm saying? From I got the TV and my laptop and I can visit my brethren, my close brethren every now and again, and family, then I'm alright. You get me? Really and truly in life, that's all you really need. But I was back in the day, I was a mad sociable person. I've always been quite sociable. I'm still sociable to this day. Probably why I like sharing videos and that and talking. You get me? And sharing videos with people in the world because I'm a sociable person. But it's just sad that how the world is. You don't want to be sociable anymore, and you don't want to. It's like, why is that fair? It's like almost we've got a mental disease as humans. Like why we don't want to interact with people, and why we're fearful of each other, and you get me, why there's wars against each other and we want to take this and when we don't really need all that. All we need really is food and water. Do you understand what I'm saying? And oxygen. That's all we need to survive. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like there's nothing else that we really need. You know what I'm saying? But there's all this madness happening. It's like, why is it happening? And like I ain't religious, but I do believe in God, yeah. And if like I wasn't back, well, obviously I wasn't here when they say Jesus walked the earth and Moses walked the earth and all these prophets and that was around. But I do hope that well, they say Jesus is supposed to come. They say 2012 the end of the world and and Jesus is gonna come back and rare and look, all these type of stories you hear. But I really secretly do deep down hope that something is going to happen. and change, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if it's when my gran passed or whatever, because I don't know, I keep talking about my grandma anyway, because if you might have seen some of my videos before, a lot of people know my gran passed in it, because she did, didn't it? And she was like my mum to me. She raised me basically. You understand what I'm saying? She raised me basically from most of her. Yeah, I lived with her from the age of 4 to like 12. You get me? And then I went to live with my mum, and then I stayed with my dad for like a year at his mother's house, which I didn't really see him anyway, because he was always out working, and then in the night he'll go raving, so I never see him. I just see his mum. I was like a carer basically for my dad's mother, my other grandmother, innit? But yeah, my gran that passed, she raised me, so, and she was very close to me, so it was a thing where it's hit me very hard, and I think that has kind of fucked up a lot of things for me, because I ain't doing as much things as I used to, kind of thing that I used to do, music performances. I used to go out a lot. I used to be a very happy-go-lucky person, but now I'm just kind of, a lot of the time I don't even want to do things. I don't even want to socialise. When friends tell me there's a party, I have to say no, I don't want to go. I'm not interested. You get what I mean? I'll make up an excuse and say, what if someone, I don't want to get in no trouble if there's a shooting or a stabbing, when really and truly I know I can handle myself. You get me? Big T, always have the muscles and shit. I done martial arts, you get me? I know people around the ends, you get me? I'm alright, but I just make up stupid excuses and just like, I don't want to go. You get what I'm saying? But, it's mad. It's just like, I can't believe that the world has got like this. Like, it's always been bad, fair enough, even before like we grew up and that, you get me? I'm born in 1990, so obviously years before that, the world's always been bad. Even in history, apparently back in the days, Middle Ages, and that world was even more crazy. People used to get hanged for no reason. Man used to go around chopping off people's head, and you get me? But it's just like, why is the world like, you know? And okay, it's a subject that's weird. Like, obviously, them things happen. Fair enough, they happen. We all know that. But why? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, why? Like, if, like, I want the answer, you get me? And obviously when I die, probably, and we go to heaven, if there is a heaven, whatever, yeah, maybe God will give me the answers, yeah. But like, why? Like, why are these things happening? It's a joke. Like, I don't understand. It's just mad. It's like, it's madness. It's madness. That's all I can say. It's just, it's madness. Like, secretly, this is weird. Like, sometimes I have weird thoughts. Like, okay, what if there was one person that ruled the whole world? Like, you know, they say there's Freemasonry and New World Order, and that. I say to myself, what if there was one person that ruled the whole world and made it that, right, you can't do this, everyone's a vegetarian, you can't eat meat no more, everything healthy, everything a certain way, so you can't do no madness and nothing that harms another person or harms another animal or harms the earth. You get what I'm saying? Like, what if there was a person like that? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I wouldn't really mind. So I wouldn't really mind, you get what I'm saying? Like, because at least things will make sense. Like, okay, and if they had answers, like, you know, sometimes when people say, but the government, why are they doing that, and da. But certain things that the government do, I do understand why they do it, and it's got a reason behind it. Like, there was something that come on the news the other day, and basically they were saying in a certain area they're going to put a curfew. Yeah, areas that are closer to where the Olympics are going to be, they're going to put a curfew law there, yeah, that children on basically children. It is children basically. They said what did they say? I think they said young adults, but they're basically children. People under the age of 16. I think it was under the age of 16, or maybe 18, or that they're going to put a curfew that they shouldn't be out after 8. No, after 9 o'clock, and if they are out, they get escorted home by the police or whatever. And there was a girl that was objecting to it, and her sister, like, it was weird because they actually done the interview of the girl objecting to it, and her big sister agreed to it, and the mum was just saying, yeah, well, this is what my two sisters have to say, very, very. But it's like, I thought to myself, black girls as well, I thought to myself, for one, the younger sister, she was so stupid because she was like, I don't think don't know why they have the power. They always think that we're doing things wrong. But at the end of the day, what the hell has a person under the age of 16, even 16 years old, got what are you doing on road at 9 p.m? What is there to do on road at 9 p.m? Like, unless you're going to a party or going somewhere, like what is there to what are you doing just on the road? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like on a weekday especially, you've got either college or you've got something to do. You get me? Like you get me? Like you understand? You need to set your body clock. Like what are you doing on road at 9 o'clock? Do you understand? There's nothing out there for you. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing. You get me? There's no activities going on for kids at that time. You get me? Like, what the hell are you doing on road at 9 p.m? So why are you moaning? Like she was moaning that I don't think they should have the power to do that, and they don't trust young people enough. Well, not being funny, but the amount of things that have gone on, like why should they trust young people? And even if there was no madness going on, I would understand. Yeah, even if there was no madness going on, there shouldn't be people on. There shouldn't be teenagers. Yeah, walking on road. Even not even. They basically said anyone under the age of 16. There shouldn't be anyone under the age of 16 or even under the age of 18 on road at that time. There shouldn't be no one on that road at that time really, unless you're going anywhere. Because if you're just on road, you're a thief, mate. You understand? You're either a thief, a murderer, a rapist. Like, why are you on road at that time, just hanging about? That's not normal. Even if you're trying to blow off steam, because sometimes when I used to have arguments with my mother and that, I used to blow off steam. I'd take her and walk around. At least if like say if the police did, and this is when I was quite young, so I was like 16. At least if the police came to me, I shouldn't have been on road anyway. But arguments used to get heated, so to a certain extent, where I just need to take a breather. So I explained to them like the reason I'm walking home, walking around at this time because I had an argument with my mum and I just need to cool off. And to be honest, I would even let them drop me home. You get me? If they say, well, you can't be on the road and you know the law, we have to drop you home if you fight. So I'll be like, yeah, drop me home now. You get me? But at least I've got a good excuse as to why I'm out there. But kids just being out there for no reason, it's like, come on now. You get what I'm saying? But it's just the world's a mad place, man. The world's a mad place, and all I can say, because I'm going to wrap this video up, is be safe, innit? Yeah? And keep on doing what you're doing and living your life, innit? If we all do die this year, 2012, just know, say that, well, we lived it, innit? We lived it as much as we can, and everything happens for a reason, as I see it, and, yeah, just survive another day, innit? The world is peak out there.